Hi guys, it's Courtney and I am back. Excuse my dog. He is going to be running around here with his toy. I'm so sorry. But where have I been? I have been gone for forever. Happy New Year to everyone. And I just want to talk to you guys about where I've been and what I've been up to and how my life is and pretty much an update, okay? So, welcome to anyone that is new to my channel. Hi, I'm Courtney and let's get into it. Okay, so the last time I talked to you guys, I was like in nursing school, like failing one of my classes or something like that. I don't know, but it's neither here nor there. The girl's done with nursing school. I graduated August of 2016, last year. Graduated, passed my exams. The Lord was with me. The Lord was with me. He loves me, y'all. He loves me. Got done with that. So that was August. September, yada yada yada. The months passed. So got done with school in August. Didn't take my NCLEX for a while because I got married in October. So September, I used my September month to like just try to wind down and finish up with my wedding stuff, and that's what I did. So I got married in October 2nd to be exact. That is my wedding date. And October 2nd I got married, and then a week after that I went on my honeymoon, and then a week after that I moved in with my husband, hence the new setup. And yeah, so I moved in with my husband October 19th, and that was like a Wednesday or something, and I wanted to have everything in our place set up so that I could start studying for my NCLEX, and I gave myself 3 weeks to study for my NCLEX, and that was that. So I guess I can give you guys my NCLEX story if you want to know. Lord Jesus. Okay, so my NCLEX story. Here's what happened. So I moved into my apartment October 19th, which was a Wednesday. So I wanted to have everything set up in my place by Monday. I don't remember what date that was. So that I could study for the NCLEX. I set my NCLEX date for November 14th, 2016. Okay. So I gave myself roughly 3 weeks to study for this test. After like being out of school since August, and you know, not even thinking about anything nursing related because I was getting married. And then once I got married, I just jumped right into NCLEX mode or whatever. Meanwhile, like all my classmates, like 2 or 3 of my classmates, maybe 4, had taken an NCLEX and passed and like started working as nurses, and I was just like, I just gotta get married, and I don't want to get married. I want to take my NCLEX. Anyway, I did want to get married. Okay, so I studied for 3 weeks, and that wasn't like straight like study mode. Like I would get up in the morning around like 9 o'clock, lollygag, do whatever, and then sit down and study for like 2-3 hours, and get up and like lollygag, and then it just was rough for me like to really get into like a full like blown study habit or whatever. But I did give myself 3 weeks, and then that last week of the 3rd week, boy, I was like starting to freak out, and I was just like, well, it's time to really study. So that last week I really did like hone down and like really study. So it came to November 14th, and I scheduled my NCLEX for 8 a.m., y'all. I think November 14th was a Monday. I don't remember. Yeah, it was a Monday. I scheduled my exam for 8 a.m. Thank goodness I was off that weekend prior. because I would have lost my mind. Anyway, so I woke up at like, 6 o'clock that morning, and my husband was at work, so he worked the night shift on that Sunday. So I woke up at 6 a.m. and I didn't get to see him before I left, but I woke up and I reviewed some notes, and I tried to eat breakfast, but I burnt my toast, and I was just eating burnt toast on the way to the testing site, and it was just awful. I was hungry and I was already freaking out. And yeah, so I get there, and the room's packed with people waiting to get checked in, and I wait my turn to get checked in. I'm like the third to last person to get checked in, so I don't take my test at exactly 8 a.m. I wait, I take it around 8:30, 8:45ish. But when I get up there to check in, you have to take a picture or something. Everybody's pictures were going smoothly. They can get their pictures done. But when it came to me, they couldn't get a picture of me. For some reason, the camera just broke at that point. I don't know. The camera just stopped working. And then after me, the camera miraculously started working again. So I don't know if it was my face that the camera didn't like or my luck. But I didn't get my picture taken like I was supposed to or whatever. So yeah. So I really didn't, they had some complications with my stuff. So I get in there. The guy gives me my headphones. He tells me what I can do. He tells me about my breaks. And I'm freaking out. So I sit down at my computer, and I'm just thinking this thought, this is it. This is the moment that they have been preparing us for in nursing school since day one. This is it. This test right here will make or break my life. Not really, but starting it where I wanted to start it. And yeah, so I sat down with my head down. I prayed before I took my test, and I took it. And I remember my classmates saying that they got 75 questions, and they were done in I don't know, whatever minutes or whatever. I don't know. So I my test shut off at 65 questions. Not shut off, but it was do you want to take a break at 65 questions? So I was sure, I'll take a break. So I got up, went to the bathroom, took a break, sat down. And then I sat down. I was oh, well, I have 65 questions now, so I may just have to sit down for another 10, and I'm done. I'm out of here. Capiche? Capash. I'm out. My classmates got 75. I'm going to get 75. Wrong. 75 hit, and I was click. And it was 76, and I was I'm an idiot. Oh my gosh. No. So then I kept going. At this point, I am freaking out. I'm there's no way I pass this test. There's no way I pass this exam. Let's just keep going. And so I remember seeing 100, and I was just at 100, I was how am I going to be able to sit through 100 more questions? My brain is literally fried. It's awful. And I just kept getting select all that apply, select all that apply, select all that apply. And I was how many of these can I apply? I just can't apply anymore. So around, I don't even know, around 107 or something like that, the test just shut off. And I was just what? I wasn't done. I wasn't finished. Come back on. Click. I was clicking, come back on. And so then I raise my hand, and the guy comes and grabs me. And I'm out of there. And I get in my car, and my eyes are red. My brain is mush. I'm how am I gonna get home from here? So anyway, I get home, and I tried to do the piercing trick when I get home. That thingy that everybody talks about. So I had like a spare gift card, and so I did that, and like I didn't get the good pop-up or the bad pop-up. The good pop-up is like something about like our records indicate that you have taken an exam and can't re-register or something like that. And a bad pop-up is if they let you re-register. I didn't get any of those. I got our files indicate that you have something on hold or something. I don't know. So my stuff was on hold. So I didn't really get the good pop-up or the bad pop-up. So I had to wait 48 hours pretty much. And my classmates were talking about how they got their results in 24 hours and they saw that their licensing number was posted within 24 hours. And I was just like, okay, so maybe mine will post tomorrow in my head. So my husband is asleep because he worked the night shift. Sorry about my dog. My husband is asleep because he worked the night shift. So like I go in there and wake him up frantically because I'm like freaking out because I know I failed. Like legit, you guys, I knew I failed. Like I just knew it. So I mean, like I wanted to believe that I passed, but I just knew I failed. Like I just knew it. So I just was like, well, it is what it is. So I told him that my piercing trick thingy was like not like anybody else's that I've heard of. So I started looking at the forum post on like Line. Don't do that. Just don't. FYI. Don't look at forum posts. Don't look at allnurses.com. Don't do it, you guys. Don't do it. Okay? So I started looking at that online and I was looking at everything and I was just like, yep, this confirms that I failed. Like, this just confirms my suspicions. This confirms everything. So, like, I was checking all day. Like, just all day to see if the piercing trick would work for me, and it didn't. Like, it never worked. So, that Tuesday, like, I checked again all day. Mind you, you guys. Mind you. I forgot to tell you guys this. I had 2 jobs lined up. One in like med surge. No, they were both in med surge. And they were just waiting for my results. And then the Friday before my NCLEX, I got like my dream job interview, like my dream interview. And it was like for a maternity position at this hospital that's really big here, and it was my dream job. Like, my dream job. So, I had the interview that Friday before that Monday for the NCLEX. And so, that Tuesday, they called and offered me the position. And I was like, yeah, I'll take it. And then a lady was like, but do you know your NCLEX results? And I was like, no. And she's like, oh, okay, I'll just call back tomorrow. And I was like, no, don't call back tomorrow. I take the job now. I accept it. So anyway, that's another story. If you guys want me to talk about like my interviews and like job search and all that stuff, I'll do that in another separate video. But a lady called me that Tuesday, and of course after she called me, I was like a nervous wreck. I was a mess. I was like, what are the odds of me getting an interview for my dream job the freaking weekend before my NCLEX, and they offered me the position? What the frick are the odds of that? So like that Tuesday, I was just like, well, I called my mom. I was like, Mom, like I got the job. I got the job that I've been wanting for since I started nursing school. They called me and I got the job, but I don't know my NCLEX results. So I was just like, so that Tuesday, like I literally sat on that couch with a ton of junk food and watched Netflix. And my husband was at work all day, so like I literally just had Bentley. There he is back there. I literally just had Bentley, and he was just like, Mom, are you okay? And I was just like, no, buddy, I'm not. And then my husband came home from work around like 6 o'clock, and he was like, babe, are you all right? And I was just like, do I look all right? Do I look okay? He was like, no. I was like, then no, I'm not okay. not okay. So then I just went to sleep. It was so hard for me to go to sleep, like, you guys. Like, I could not sleep. Like, I had never felt this feeling before. Like, I just knew I failed. I just wanted to know. I just wanted it to be confirmed type thing. Like, I was just waiting to just know that I failed. You know? Like, I knew it within my soul and within my being, but I was just waiting for confirmation or whatever. So, on Wednesday morning, one of the jobs I was going to take, if you fail the NCLEX, they have this, like, residency thing that you could do where you don't work as, like, a full nurse. Like, you work as, like, a tech, but, like, once you pass the NCLEX, they give you a job as a nurse. So I was on my way there to, like, fill out my paperwork because I was going to just accept that job because I just, you know, just to have, like, a just-in-case position type thing. I was going to do that because I just knew I failed, so I was just like, I'm going to do it because it's security type thing. And they give you 3 months to retake your exam and all that jazz. So I had already planned to, like, pay for the exam again. And, like, I was already planning to take the exam in January, which is now. And just to retake it in January and, you know, be done with it. So I was on my way there. Well, actually, before I left the house, I tried the Pearson trick again, and I got the good pop-up. And I was like, babe, I got the good pop-up. And he was like, that's great. And I was like, but wait. So I checked all nurses again, and people were like, it doesn't matter if you got the good pop-up. You still could fail. So I was like, so that didn't mean anything. Wow. But Monday and Tuesday, I was like, if I got the good pop-up, that means that I passed. And then once I got the good pop-up, I was like, but I still failed. So I was on my way to the hospital where I was going to accept the job at. And, like, there was traffic on the highway. And so what I decided to do was look at my state's, like, nursing board of nursing, like, my nursing number. I decided to look up my nursing number, and, like, Tuesday it was pending. Like, it was pending for, like, 24 hours. So Tuesday it popped up and it was pending. So I was waiting to see, like, I waited till Wednesday to see if I could get a number. And Wednesday morning when I had checked for the good pop up, I still hadn't got a number. So I was like, well, maybe all nurses is right. Maybe the person who wrote that is right on all nurses, and, you know, like, sometimes the good pop up means you still fail. So I just decided to look it up, and girl, my number was there. Lord, my number was there. And I was like, there is no way. Like, all the odds, every finger was pointing at no. Like, no. So I got off of the highway, off that next exit, as fast as I could. I drove to my mom's house, and I was like, Mom, I passed the NCLEX. Like, it was the most surreal feeling. First of all, I called my husband first. I got off the highway, pulled over, parked in the parking lot, screamed for like 10 minutes, called my husband, was like, babe, I passed the NCLEX. He was like, and we both screamed together, and it was a scream fest. And then I went to my mom's house and told my mom. I was like, Mom. And my mom's a nurse, by the way. So she was at work that night just trying to check my number as well. And, like, she was, like, freaking out as well. So I told my mom. She was like, I knew you passed. I knew you was going to pass. And I was like, Mom, no, you didn't. Because I thought I failed. Anyway. So not even, like, 10 minutes after I, like, get to my mom's house, my dream job called me and was like, the lady was like, I don't know if you know this, I don't want to be the first person to tell you, but you have a number, and if you want to go on with the position, I can get you started, and all this stuff. And, like, everything happened so fast. Like, I found that I passed that Wednesday, my number posted, the lady called me with my dream job. I was just like, what is life? What is this? Oh my gosh. Like, I was just like, what the freak? Like, things are just happening so fast. And I was just like, I can't believe this. Like, I just could not believe it. I had to sit down and, like, really soak in the moment. And I was just so ecstatic. Like, I even left my study material on my dining room table, because that's where I studied at, until, like, I knew I passed or if I failed. Because if I failed, I was just going to keep studying. I put that stuff away. And, like, I just was, like, able to, like, breathe and, like, celebrate. Because I was just like, this moment, like, this is the moment that, like, I've dreamt of since I started nursing school. Like, this is, like, it. Like, this is bliss. You know what I mean? So, it was great. Like, it was probably, like, one of the best feelings I felt since my wedding day, which was, like, the month prior. But still, the best feeling. Like, so much had happened in, like, the month of August to the month of December. Like, so much has happened. I've been so busy. Like, but it's just great things that's happened in my life. Like, not anything that's terrible. Like, just great things. Like, things that I've dreamt of my entire life happened in a span of, like, 4 or 5 months. And it's just amazing. So I accepted the position at my dream hospital, doing maternity, what I've been wanting to do for forever, and it's just great. So I started working in December, and if you guys want to, like I said, if you guys want to hear that story about, like, you know, getting jobs and, like, how I'm doing so far on my job and all that jazz, I can do that. I just wanted to get this out to you guys so you guys can know where I've been, what I've been doing, and just NCLEX update and, like, life update and work update, like, all that stuff. So I just wanted to get that out to you guys. And yeah, so if you guys have any questions about anything or want to see more videos, just put it down in the comments, and don't forget to like this video, and I will see you guys next time. Okay, bye guys.